Hello and welcome back. Okay, so we're in our statistics unit and we have some data in Google Sheets. Now, this works the same way with Google Sheets and Excel, but we have some data here in Google Sheets and we want to create a histogram. So that's what this is. So I'm going to show you how to create a histogram. So we gathered data the other day or last week. And so the whole day, all the different classes got into groups and we played Uno and we recorded the time, or they recorded the time that it took per game. So, okay, so all of these games weren't just from one class period, just letting you know this is the whole day. So, okay, so I want to take these days, these times. So I have them in minutes. So I went ahead and multiplied it by 60 and changed it to seconds. So I have these. So these are my times in seconds, and I want to create a histogram about it because histograms are nice and they're neat, and I can do stuff with them. Hooray stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this seconds up here too because I think that I'll add that as my title. I think. Okay, so I'm going to select all my data. So that's the stuff that I want to put in my histogram, and if it didn't work with the title, that's okay. We'll just select it again without the title. So then I'm going to go up to here to insert, chart, and then it brings me over here eventually, as soon as it catches up. There we go. Okay, so it'll automatically create a generic chart for you. So in this case, it did this. And that's all fine, but that's not what I want, right? I want a histogram. Well, that's no big deal. I go over here to my little chart editor, and right here it says chart time or chart type. This is a line chart. So if I click on that, I can go down histogram. Da da da. Voila. It created a histogram for me. It divided into buckets. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buckets. In this case, normally we try to keep it like 5 to 10 buckets. You don't want too few buckets, but you don't want too many. In this case, we have quite the range. So it's probably good to have 10 buckets. Now, on that, I actually don't know what my range is. I didn't check that. If I were doing it by hand, the first thing I would need to know is need to know my lowest number and my highest number so I could see how many there were, so I could kind of go from there and decide how many buckets that I had. So I might check that in a minute. But this is how we do. So I have a histogram already. I could change the title if I wanted. I could put, Uno game times in seconds. Uno times in seconds. Ta-da! Now I have my nice pretty title. I have seconds down here. Let's see if I click on my chart again and I go to my dots and I put edit chart, it should bring my little editor back up again. So I have this, I have seconds. So I don't need to change my data range because I wanted column C, so that's good. I could customize it. Chart style, we wanted a histogram. Let's see. Oh, I could change my colors, chart border color, all that kind of stuff. I could change the font. I don't really want to. I could change the axis titles. Series, that's your data that you're using. I want this because that's the one I highlighted, so I don't really want to change that. Now, let's see. Fill color auto. I could change colors, I guess. I don't really want to change that at all. I like this. My horizontal axis. Now, sometimes it'll let you, okay, minimum value, maximum value. Say I wanted to actually specify. I could change that. Yeah. But really, I'm good. I like it just like it is. So I would just keep that. Now on Excel, you can actually specify the bucket size, which a bucket is this category represented by one of these bars. I'm not sure that I could change that in this one. I guess we would have to go, let's see here. I think this is just gonna, let's see, titles, data range. Well, we already have that. We don't want to change that. But yeah, you can play around with it. I think this is mostly just, let's see, minimum. Let's say I want to go from 0 to 1400. Then it would readjust, right? It's still got the same categories. It just kind of spread it out. Maybe it doesn't have the same categories. Let's delete that.